And we welcome you to Caney, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter bringing you the high school game of the week, as always, right here on 104.1 FM KGGF. Tonight, the Caney Valley Bullpups to host Tri-Valley League foe, the Humboldt Cubs, in a thriller on Friday Night Lights football. Pleased to have you join our broadcast. We're at week 3, and tonight, a big game for these two teams. Humboldt coming in with a 1-1 record as they will face the hometown Caney Valley Bullpups here at Caney Valley Stadium. The Pups 2-0 on the year, and they have been very impressive. Caney Valley in the first 2 weeks of the season. Pups opened up against Yates Center right here in Caney, and they blew out the Yates Center Wildcats 35-0 in a shortened game. Week 2, Caney Valley followed it up with a road game at Burlington, also a Tri-Valley opponent, and the Pups dispatched of the Burlington Wildcats 48-22 to bring them into week 3 with a perfect 2-0 record. Caney Valley offensively averaging 41.5 points per game throughout the first 2 weeks of the season, and defensively the Pups only giving up 11 points a game, so a very stingy defense for Caney Valley. For Humboldt, as we mentioned, they come in with a 1-1 overall record. In week 1, Humboldt made a road trip to Cherryville, and they were defeated 14-0. Week 2, Humboldt Cubs played Quapaw, Oklahoma at Pittsburgh State University, a neutral field. And the Cubs bounce back from that week 1 loss as they nip Quapaw 28-26 to bring them into week 3 at a 1-1 record. Humboldt offensively averaging 14 points per game. The Cub defense has surrendered 20 points per game. Now last year these two teams played in a regular season matchup at Humboldt, and Caney Valley blew out the Cubs 47-0. Caney Valley's record last year 8-2 overall. Unfortunately for the Pups, their season ended with a 30-22 home field loss in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs to St. Mary's Colgan. Humboldt, they finished at 8-3 last year before falling at the hands of the Cherryville Chargers 31-0 in the second round of the Class 3A playoffs. Again, it's going to be a great night of football. Weather perfect here in Caney, Kansas. The field runs east and west. Natural grass surface, but it looks spectacular. Bullpups, the home team, red helmets, red jerseys, red pants. They got royal blue numbers with white trim. And the Humboldt Cubs, the visitors, black helmets, white jerseys, black pants with black numbers. Caney Valley's head coach, Chris Davis, he's done a masterful job here at Caney in guiding this program to prominence in the Class 3A football. And on the other side of the field for the Humboldt Cubs, their head coach, KB Chris. Again, tonight, week 3 opens up still the early part of the schedule for all these high school football teams in Friday Night Lights football. Going to take a quick look here at some of the starters, and we're going to start out with the Humboldt Cubs defense. Number 50, Noah Johnson on the D-line. Robert Navarro, one of the D linemen. Number 76. Number 66, Tyler Court, a D lineman. And at the middle linebacker spot, number 25, Rhett Smith. One of the other middle linebackers, it is Bryce Isaacs. He's a junior. Number 23. At the outside backer positions, number 7, Robbie Selman. Number 5, Jacob Carpenter. And in the defensive secondary for the Cubs, number 3, Zach Vanetta. He is a senior. Number 26, Corey Whitcomb, a junior. And number 19, Anthony Duran, one of the D-backs. He's a junior. And number 20, Jake Haviland, a junior D-back as well for Caney Valley. And they have been explosive here in the early going. Pups will have, of course, at quarterback, number 15, Levi Wyrick. He is a senior, one of the halfbacks. Bryce Short, he's a junior. Number 20. Number 21, Colton Stalford. Number 32, Austin Waltrip is the fullback. He's a junior. At the center position for the Pups, number 52, Bryson Gulick. And also at right guard, Mitchell Simpson, number 54. Left tackle, Jason Clapp. He's number 56. And number 68, Isaac Sherwood. Left guard, Wyatt Anderson's the tackle. And Jake Matthews, the tight end. That's how the offense for the Pups stacks up. Humboldt's going to receive the opening kickoff. The Cubs will be rolling left to right on your radio dial. Hometown Caney fans in full throat tonight here at Caney Valley Stadium. Sit back and relax to the best in high school football, the game of the week on 104.1 FM. And the kick is high in the air by Baylor Melicory, and it's going to be fair caught on the far sideline and then quickly hammered right around the 34-yard line. That warrants a flag as well. And big hit, but unfortunately it's after the fair catch called by the receiver. So a penalty coming up against the Caney Valley special teams. That was Corey Whitcomb that fair caught the ball just shy of the 35-yard line of Humboldt, and he was tattooed. Again, just underway, 11:57 here in the first quarter. 0-0 naturally. Humboldt Cubs going to get the recipient of the penalty that will be levied against the Bullpup special teams as the official marches it off. And it's going to come clear out to the Humboldt 49-yard line. First down, Cubs. Shotgun formation for Humboldt as they line up. It's going to be Kason Siemens. He's the quarterback, a senior. He's got two backs in the backfield. He'll hand off coming near side, and there's nothing there. Big defense. Corey Whitcomb takes the handoff. Gustus in on the stop for the Bullpup defense, and a loss of about a half a yard on the play. So Whitcomb finding no running room whatsoever. It's going to bring up second and a long 10 for the Humboldt offense. Again, shotgun formation, two backs on the left side of the quarterback. Twin wideouts near side. He'll fire near side. It's complete across midfield to about the Caney 47-48 line. And Haviland reels in the pass for 4 yards. Completion, of course, by the quarterback, Jason Siemens. And it brings up now third down and about 7 to go for the Humboldt offense. Bullpup crowd, they come to their feet. Again, going to now the pistol gun set for Siemens, the quarterback. One back behind him, one back right side. And he fakes the handoff, dumps it over the middle, and a good play defensively as they slap the ball away in the secondary. And that is Colton Stalford that breaks up the pass from Siemens, the quarterback of Humboldt. So it's now going to bring up a punting situation. Fourth down, a long 7 to go. Set to punt the ball for Humboldt. I believe that's number 25, Rhett Smith. And Smith gets an end over end deep, fielded at about the 9-yard line, up to the 15, 20, going far side, about the 24, and he's bumped out of bounds. Isaac in on the stop there. Bringing the ball back was Baylor Melicory. So a return of about 14 on the play. So it's going to bring up now first down with 10:28 showing here in the first quarter. Caney Valley with their first offensive possession right at their 25-yard line. Again, the Pups wearing all red tonight. Their home red jerseys, pants, red helmets. Levi Wyrick, the quarterback. He'll go under center. Full house backfield. Hands off second back through. He's hit quick right near the line of scrimmage. Not much there. And that was a quick handoff, and that went to, looks like number 20, Bryce Short, carrying the ball. No gain on the play. Jacob Carpenter in on the stop for the Humboldt defense. They'll call it gain of 1, so they're going to say 2nd and 9. Pistol gun set. Wyrick, he's going to keep it. He runs right up the middle. He has a lane. 35, 40, dragging tacklers to about the 43-yard line. And that is a pretty good-sized gain there. That's a gain of about 17 on the play. Levi Wyrick picking up the first down for the Caney Valley Bullpups. They move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. 9:49 and counting here in the first quarter. 0-0. Wyrick going shotgun set. One back right side. Twin wideout split each side. Here comes the blitz near side by Humboldt, but Wyrick's going to keep it and run far side. He'll get around the edge before being knocked out of bounds at around the 47-yard line of Caney. So that's a pickup of about 4 or 5 on the play. I'm going to say a gain of 5 for Wyrick. Brings up now 2nd down and 5. Whitcomb in on the stop for the Humboldt defense. Again, shotgun set. Wyrick sends twin wideouts each way. He'll hand off to the deep back, and he gets near midfield before being swarmed under by the Cub defense. It's going to be a gain of about 6 on the play here. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 3. Again, shotgun set. Wyrick's going to keep it. He hammers his way into that Humboldt defense. I think he's going to be a little short, though. Smith in on the stop for the Cub defense along with Carpenter, and that's going to be a gain of about 2 for Wyrick, so still shy of the yardage needed. 4th down and 2 coming up for the Bullpup offense, operating from the Humboldt 49-yard line. Got to get it to around just inside the 47. We hit the 8:30 mark here of the first quarter, 0-0. Twin wideouts splitting each side of the field. Matthews near side. Wyrick's going to keep it. He's up the middle, has the first down before a shoestring tackle brings him down near the Humboldt 45-yard line. Carpenter in on the stop, gain of about 4 on the play for Wyrick. And it moves the chains for the Bullpup offense. 1st and 10 in Humboldt territory, just outside the Cub 45-yard line. Levi Wyrick, senior quarterback, big guy, 6'4", 230, goes pistol gun set, runs option, pitches to the deep back. He's around the edge, looking for a lane inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. That's Bryce Short. Venata in on the stop along with Jake Ethel. And that's a gain of about 6 on the play. So Short picking up good yards on that quarterback option by Wyrick. Sets up 2nd down short. Clock at 7:40 and counting here in the first quarter. Got 2 guys in motion. Flags fly, and it's going to be a penalty against Caney's offense as Wyrick is bottled up in the backfield for a loss. Jacob Carpenter in on the stop, along with a couple of the other Cub defenders on that quarterback keep by Wyrick, and it's an illegal shift going against Caney Valley. Get 2 guys in motion, it's kind of hard to hide those when the official's looking right at them. It's going to cost them 5 yards if Humboldt takes the penalty yardage. They may decline it since it was a loss of yardage on the run. Referee in the white hat says, yeah, we're going to mark it off. So there's a 5-yard penalty levied against the Bullpup offense. Moves the ball back to the 45-yard line of Humboldt. 2nd down 9, 7:35 mark first quarter, 0-0. Caney Valley and Humboldt. Bullpup offense, pistol gun set, Wyrick, slot back in motion, far side, and again flags fly. And Coach Davis not enamored with the execution of the offense on back-to-back penalties against Caney Valley. So another false start. Bullpups just trying to tack on some more additional yardage here, I guess, in the stat department, because that moves them back to midfield after another 5-yard penalty. So 2nd down, and call it 15 for Caney Valley. They'd have to get the ball to near the Humboldt 35-yard line to pick up the first down. Clock moving at 7:25 and counting here in the first quarter. We're at 0s on the scoreboard. First possession offensively for Caney Valley. Humboldt had one on the opening kickoff and couldn't do anything with it. Wyrick goes pistol gun set, one back behind him in the backfield short. Wyrick fires. It is complete. There's a lane at the 40, the 35, near the 30-yard line. That's going to pick up first down for Caney Valley. Levi Wyrick will have bullet pass to Bryce's Hawthorne. That one goes for about 18 on the carry. Venata in on the stop for the Humboldt defense, but not before there is a first down for the Bullpups. That moves the chains just outside the Humboldt 30-yard line. Shotgun formation, Wyrick drops, throws, fires far side, has a man. It's high off his fingertips, incomplete, out of bounds. He's trying to hook up with Wade Davis on a little out pattern, and it just was outside of his fingertips on the grass. So it brings up now 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. 6:49 first quarter, 0-0 Caney Valley Humboldt. Pups driving right to left, just outside the Humboldt 30-yard line. Levi Wyrick, senior quarterback, goes pistol gun formation, man in motion, left side. Now Wyrick's going to keep it, looks inside, and he's cut down pretty quick. Jacob Carpenter in on the stop after a gain of maybe a yard on the play. Goes inside the 30-yard line on Wyrick's carry. So it's going to bring up now 3rd down and practically 9 yards to go. 6.5 minutes and counting here in the first quarter. Caney trying to keep the drive alive. Pistol gun formation by Wyrick. Twin wideouts make it 3 wideouts near side. Pump fake. He fires. Has a guy deep. Oh, a little too deep. Had him around the 5-yard line. That was Hawthorne, but the ball ended up in the end zone incomplete. So it brings up 4th and long with 6:15 showing here in the first quarter for Caney Valley. Huge matchup tonight between these two teams. Tri-Valley League thriller. Humboldt Cubs roll into town to take on the Caney Valley Bullpups. Humboldt, of course, the road team in white jerseys, black pants, black helmets. Caney Valley wearing solid scarlet red with royal blue and white numbers. We've got a timeout on the field. 6:15 showing first quarter. Our score, Caney Valley 0, Humboldt 0. We got a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week only on 104.1 FM.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play tonight. First quarter action, 6:15 remaining in the quarter. Caney Valley faced with a 4th down and 9 from the Humboldt 29-yard line. Pups are going for it. Wyrick goes pistol gun formation. One back behind him in the backfield. He drops to throw. Looks. He's got Matthews, but overthrows him by about 5 yards. Incomplete. And Humboldt's defense, they weather the storm and shut down the Bullpup drive with 6:11 showing in the first quarter. These two teams, both of them have touched the ball offensively, but neither offense putting any points on the scoreboard on that initial possession. So Humboldt getting another turn here from their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback's Cason Siemens, wears number 15. He'll go pistol gun formation. One back behind him, about 3 yards deep. Twin wideouts each side. Slot in motion coming near side. He'll hand off. That's Jacob Carpenter, and he hammers his way across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Waltrip in on the stop along with Smith for Caney Valley. That's a gain of 3 on the play for Carpenter. So brings up now 2nd down 7 for the Cubs offense. Again, Siemens going to a shotgun formation, kind of a pistol gun with a tailback on left side of him. Now he's got a slot in motion. He'll hand it off to the slot, going far side. He's looking for a little bit of a running room, and he runs into a brick wall, and then the ball stripped away. Wyrick back the other direction. No signal yet. Touchdown, Bullpups. Levi Wyrick rips the ball loose from the Humboldt Cub running back and races 32 yards for the touchdown with 5:21 showing here in the first quarter. Caney's offense couldn't get on the board, but Wyrick, also playing defense, rips the ball loose and races 32 yards to the end zone. 6-0, Caney Valley. PAT kick pending for the Pups. Melicori puts it up. Looks like he split the uprights. It is good. 7-0, Caney Valley on top of Humboldt with 5:21 showing here in the first quarter. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week only on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney Valley. Kickoff by the Pups flies out of bounds, and of course flags fly as well as procedure call against the Bullpups. And I would imagine Humboldt's going to want them to kick the ball again, and they do. If you just joined our broadcast, both offenses have touched the ball once. Humboldt took the opening drive and really couldn't do too much with it, had to punt it away. Caney Valley started deep in their own end at around the 25-yard line, drove all the way down to the Humboldt 30, and then they were turned away. But then on the next offensive possession by Humboldt, Levi Wyrick ripped the ball away from the ball carrier and raced 32 yards to the end zone for the score. Pups added the PAT, and it's 7-0. Caney Valley again tries the kick. High kick now by Melicori, fielded at the 25 up to the 30. Oh, he's got a lane, but then he is tackled shy of the 40-yard line. A return of 15 yards on the play for the Humboldt Cubs. Ethan Gustus making the tackle for Caney Valley, bringing that one back. Number 26, that's Corey Whitcomb for 15 yards on the return. 1st and 10, Humboldt just shy of their 40-yard line. 5:15 mark, first quarter. Siemens at quarterback. He goes to that pistol gun formation. One back left side of him. He rolls out near side. Has a receiver. He's flushed out of the pocket. Had to get rid of it. I don't know if he pulled it in or not. Whoa, he did. What a catch. Great grab by Zach Venata. He's a senior wideout. Not for much gain, but considering Siemens running for his life, that's a completion of 3 yards. Siemens doing a pretty good job improvising at quarterback. He finds Venata for a gain of 3. Going to bring up now 2nd down 7 for Humboldt. Pistol gun set. Siemens hands off to the deep back. He hits hard into the line. Boy, hit a brick wall that time. Not much running room whatsoever. Smith in on the stop, and also Adams as well. Virtually not much there at all. In fact, going to give him maybe a couple yards on the carry was Jacob Carpenter on the handoff. So now brings up third down, and they've got 7 on the board. I'm going to go with 6 because it's just shy of the 45-yard line. Pistol gun formation. Again, it's Siemens, the quarterback. He's got one back behind him. That's Jacob Carpenter. Now slot goes in motion. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback with a huge lane. He's into Bullpup territory near the 40-yard line. Siemens rips off a 15-yard gain right through the middle of the Caney Valley defense. And it was a great ball fake as he faked the handoff to the slot back in motion, and the defense bid on that hard, and next thing you know, Siemens running right up the middle for a gain of 15. First down, moves the chains, 3:27 here in the first quarter. Humboldt on the move in Caney Valley territory, down 7-0. 3 wideouts far side, 1 near side, pistol gun set, Siemens. Again, Carpenter behind him as the halfback. Fakes the handoff. Siemens flushed out of the pocket, still looking. He'll fire it, and it is tipped up in the air, incomplete. Trying to go to Whitcomb. That's an incompletion. So Whitcomb unable to come up with the reception. It's going to bring up now second down and 10 from the Bullpup 40-yard line for Humboldt. 3:07 on the clock here in the first quarter. Coming to you live from Caney Valley Stadium in Caney, Kansas. 7-zip. Hometown Pups with the lead. Pistol gun set. Siemens again the quarterback. Twin wideouts go each side. Caney with the 4-man front. Slot in motion. Hands off to the slot. He'll come near side. Flag flies. And it's probably going to be a holding call against Humboldt as the handoff goes to Corey Whitcomb, the junior. And there's double flags, and it is a holding call against the white jersey Humboldt Cubs. That'll bring that run back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty pending for Humboldt. Right at the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter, Humboldt down to Caney Valley 7-0. These two teams played last year up in Humboldt during the regular season, and the Bullpups just throttled the Cubs 47-0. Now the officials marking off the penalty yardage on the hold against Humboldt brings it clear back to the Bullpup 48-yard line. So second down, and you might as well call it 19 anyway. Again, a pistol gun formation, Siemens. He's got one back right side, Whitcomb. And he'll drop back to throw, rolls far side, now throws it near side. It's Carpenter with it. He runs it up the middle. The big guy bangs forward. The ball pops loose near the 40-yard line. Caney Valley comes up with the turnover. And I think it's Jacob Matthews on the recovery, but the officials really haven't determined whether it was a loose ball or not. Now I think they're going to blow it dead. Huge break for Humboldt as Jacob Carpenter caught the swing pass, advanced it about 5-6 yards maybe, and he was hit hard just shy of the 40-yard line. So I don't know how that's not a fumble because it did pop out of his hands. Certainly was not stopped by forward progress, and yeah, it is a turnover. Caney Valley comes up with the fumble recovery after Jacob Carpenter was hit hard on the pass reception. And with 2:49 showing in the first quarter, the Bullpups with the recipient of another turnover by the Humboldt offense. This time a fumble that's recovered by Jacob Matthews. And Caney with the ball, 1st and 10 from their 42-yard line. They're up 7-0 here in the first quarter, the 2:49 mark. Bullpups wearing all red tonight. Playing their home uniforms, red helmets, red jerseys, red pants. They got blue and white numbers. Humboldt Road Warriors, they're in white jerseys, black pants, black helmets with black numbers. Wyrick at quarterback goes under center. He's got a full house backfield, kind of the wishbone set. He'll fake the handoff, pitches to the trailer back across the 40, up near the 45, and a good jitterbug move that time. And that's a pretty good gain, a gain of about 5 on the play. They're going to say 4. That's going to bring up now second down and 6 for the Bullpup offense. Clock at 2:22 and counting here in the first quarter. Caney Valley just outside their 45-yard line with a second down under center. Wyrick hands off. Again, it's going to tailback. That's Bryce Short, and Short's going to pick up about 2 or 3. Carpenter in on the stop. Whitcomb as well, getting up off the pile. So Short's going to pick up that. We're going to give him about 3 on the play. Third down, 3 to go. Short 4, depending on how you want to look at it. Ball at the 48-yard line of Caney Valley. Levi Wyrick under center. He's got the 3 backs behind him in the triangle set. Hands off, deep back. He dives across the 50. That's Bryce Short. Jacob Carpenter again in on the stop for Humboldt. And Wilder is going to bring up a 4th down and a long yard, short 2 if you want to call it that. 1:16 showing, clock moving, and the ball just inside the midfield stripe on the Humboldt side. Caney Valley lines up in punt formation on a 4th and 1. I don't know if you're Humboldt, you might want to be on your toes on this one. Decent snap. Kick is away. That's Wade Davis. Pretty good punt going far side. Hits it around the 20. It's fielded up to the 25, the 30, and across the 30 to about the 31-yard line on the return. So a gain of about 12. Clap in on the stop for the Bullpup special team. So 1st and 10 for the Humboldt Cubs with 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Caney Valley 7, Humboldt 0, bringing you the high school game of the week only on 104.1 FM KGGF. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play. Humboldt breaking huddle. They'll send twin wideouts near side, one wideout far side, pistol gun formation for Siemens. Carpenter behind him is the tailback. And now head coach KB Chris of Humboldt wants to burn the timeout with 47 seconds left first quarter. Bullpups 7, Cubs 0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney, Kansas, the high school game of the week featuring the Caney Valley Bullpups and the visiting Humboldt Cubs. 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Humboldt with the ball, 1st and 10, just shy of their 30-yard line. They're down 7-0. The only score of the first quarter so far defensively by Levi Wyrick. Ripped the ball loose and raced 32 yards to the end zone. Pistol gun set, Seaman the quarterback. Carpenter behind him as the tailback. He's going to hand off wing back. No, he keeps it. Pretty good ball fake that time by Kason Siemens. That's just pretty good ball fake there all the way around. Cole Hawkins in on the stop defensively. That's a pickup of 5 for Siemens and the Humboldt offense. Clock rolling at 21 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Probably the last play coming up. Pistol gun set. Siemens, the quarterback, kind of bobbled the snap and then tripped over Carpenter, his tailback. He'll go down quickly right near the line of scrimmage for no gain. That is the last play of the first quarter. Our score, the Caney Valley Bullpups 7, the Humboldt Cubs 0. Back to the studios for 60 seconds. This is the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney. Just getting ready to start the second quarter. Pistol gun set. Kason Siemens throws the swing pass. Jacob Carpenter out in the flat. He has first down yards and more. He's across midfield before being wrestled down in Bullpup territory at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 20 on the pitch and catch from Kason Siemens to Jacob Carpenter. 1st and 10 for Humboldt on just a simple swing pass out of the backfield, but they had good blocking out front. Wideout doing a good job down the field, opening the lane for Carpenter. Well, first down for Humboldt to start the second quarter. They're in Bullpup territory, 45-yard line. Siemens sends twin wideouts near side. He's in that pistol gun formation, one back behind him, one back right side. 4-man front for the Bullpups. Rolls out of the pocket. Siemens is in trouble. He's using the official for a screen. Fires it. Woo! Almost picked off far side as he was lucky trying to just unload the ball right through the fingertips of the defender, so it's incomplete. Second down, 10 coming up, but we do have some laundry on the field, so we'll try to sort that one out first. It's right near the 40-yard line. It's going to be a penalty against Humboldt. They're going to catch Kason Siemens, the quarterback, for intentional grounding, and probably not a bad call. I don't think he was outside the tackle when he threw the ball, so that's why it warranted the flag. Now the officials going to get together. Levi Wyrick, one of the Bullpup captains, and figure out what they want to do. And Wyrick says, let's send them backwards. So that's what they're doing. Intentional grounding. It's a loss of down and yardage. So that's double whammy for Humboldt. It's going to move the ball clear back to the Humboldt 42-yard line with 11:25 showing in the second quarter. So second down and half of Montgomery County to go, probably about 25 plus for the Cub offense. Pistol gun set against Siemens. He's got one back behind him. Twin wideouts go each way. He drops to throw. Here comes the blitz. He launches it deep. He does have a man. and it's caught. Oh, my, that's huge. Whitcomb reels it in. How about 45 yards on that pitch and catch from Kason Siemens to Whitcomb. Wow, that was big. Bullpup secondary got scorched as the play-action fake by Siemens sucked him in, and it's first down Humboldt from the Bullpup 20-yard line. 11-18 second quarter. Siemens goes pistol gun set. Carpenter behind him is the tailback. Whitcomb in motion. Hands off to Whitcomb. He's trying to get around the edge, and no way. Big hit by the Bullpup defense. It's going to be a loss of yardage. That's a loss of 5 on the play. In on the stop, Colton Stallford. So second and 15 pending for Humboldt after that loss of yardage. They're on the Bullpup 25-yard line, 10:45 second quarter. Humboldt trailing Caney Valley 7-0. Pistol gun set against Siemens. He'll drop to throw. Looks, throws. Ooh, it's incomplete. He had 2 guys pretty much in the same area right around the 25-yard line. He was trying to go to Jacob Carpenter, the tailback. He ran a little flare pattern about 6 yards out. It is incomplete. It's going to bring up now third down 15. Siemens been a busy guy throwing the rock here in the first half. He's thrown 8 times already. Got some pretty good yardage. He's going to eyeball it real quickly. I'm going to say 78 yards. Again, third and long. Siemens sends twin wideouts each side of the field. Carpenter behind him in the pistol gun set. Here comes the blitz up the middle. Siemens lofts it deep, looking into the end zone. It's incomplete. Pretty good play defensively by the Bullpup secondary. Trying to go to Allen defensively. Good play by Colton Stallford. So a fourth down and 15 coming up for Humboldt. 10:31 showing in the second quarter. Caney Valley with the 7-0 lead. Humboldt going for it. Pretty much have to here on the Bullpup 25-yard line. Pistol gun set. Trip wideouts go near side, one far side. Caney shows blitz. Siemens to throw. He's rolling out of the pocket. He's in trouble. Far side. He launches it deep. It's up into the air. Picked off by the Bullpups. I think that's Wyrick coming near side. 15, 20, looking for a couple blocks, 30, 35, 40. Levi Wyrick across the 40-yard line out near the 43 of Caney Valley. A flag on the play at about the 28-yard line, but that's a return of around 28 yards by Wyrick on the pick. It's going to be a first down regardless. There is a holding or a block in the back call going against the Bullpups on the return, but it is still an interception. And that's huge. Wyrick, he's been all over the place here in the first half. He's got the lone score defensively and now add a INT to his credentials along with the fumble recovery for the touchdown. The Bullpup offense, they'll set up shop at around the, we'll call it the 17.5-yard line for fun. First and 10, 10-13 mark of the second quarter. Caney Valley back in possession offensively, although deep inside the red zone. Full house backfield, under center, new quarterback, that's Baylor Melicory, and he hands off first back through, not too much there at all. Carpenter in on the stop. It's not much yardage there for Caney Valley. I think I went to Bryce Short on that quick handoff. He's going to pick up 1. Second down 9. Pups inside their 20-yard line. Melicory again at quarterback. Triangle behind him in the backfield. Hands off, second back through. He's got a little more running room. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. We'll give him 4. A stop for Humboldt. Carpenter again, of course. He's been all over the place. Also Navarro in the vicinity. Third down 5. Caney Valley outside their 20-yard line around the 22. Under center's Wyrick. He's back in. He's got a man. Lofts it. And it is complete. That's Wade Davis across the 40-yard line. That's a pitch and catch of 20 yards. So Wade Davis reels it in from Levi Wyrick for a first down. Now out to the 42-yard line, 8:45 and counting here in the second quarter. Caney's drive still alive, first and 10. They're moving left to right. Humboldt defense, they try to regroup after giving up the big yardage. Under center, Wyrick. He'll pitch it to the trailer back. He's at the 45, across midfield into Humboldt territory, cutting against the grain inside the 35. Wow, jitterbug moves. That's pretty impressive right there. Venata in on the stop. 22 yards on the gain. First down, Caney Valley, as they're eating up huge chunks of real estate now against that Humboldt defense. Pups up 7-0. Clock moving near the 8:10 mark, second quarter. Wyrick under center. He's going to run the option, coming near side, dives inside the 30 to about the 25, 26-yard line. Whitcomb in on the tackle, and that's a gain of around 7 on the play for Wyrick, just outside the Humboldt 25-yard line. Levi Wyrick, he's been all that's advertised tonight. Outstanding defensively. He's got a fumble recovery for a touchdown, a INT when Humboldt was driving. He comes up with the big interception, and now directing the offense, running really the triple option for Caney Valley. Clock at 7:37. He's under center. He's going to run near side, pitches to the tailback. He's got a lot of defenders closing in on him, and that looked like Bryce Short. And Short's ran out of bounds by Whitcomb. It's going to be a pickup of about a yard on the play is all. So how about third down and call it a long one. 7:10 and counting. Ball inside Humboldt's 25 at the 23-yard line. Pups trying to keep the drive alive. Levi Wyrick slides under center. Full house backfield. Got the triangle set behind him. Hands off, second back through. He will pick up the first down yardage. Again was Bryce Short. And Short's going to pick up a good 3 or 4 on the play. Haviland in on the stop for Humboldt along with Noah Johnson. And Johnson's just a freshman, by the way, for Humboldt's defense. First down, Caney Valley. They move the chains inside the Humboldt red zone at the 18-yard line. 6:42 and counting, second quarter. Pups up 7-zip, looking for more. Wyrick under center. And this time Wyrick looked like he was going to hand off to the first back through, but he decided to keep it. And that didn't fool Humboldt's defense as Rhett Smith sniffed him out, one of the linebackers. That's going to be a loss of 1 for Wyrick and Caney Valley. Second down, 11 coming up, still inside the Cubs red zone at the 19-yard line. 6:08 and counting. Wyrick again goes under center. 3 backs behind him. Humboldt with the 4-man front. He pitches to the tailback, and he has nowhere to go. He is hammered for another loss of yardage. Again, Rhett Smith disrupting everything in the Caney Valley backfield. Also cleaning up the tackle, number 19, Anthony Durand. That's a loss of nearly 3 on the play. Oh, here they go. Third and long, 3rd and 13. Ball moved back to the 21-yard line now of Humboldt. 5:25 and counting, second quarter. Caney Valley up 7-zip over the Cubs of Humboldt. Now pistol gun formation. Wyrick, 1 back behind him. He drops to throw, looks, flushed out of the pocket. Now he's still running. Near side, dumps it into the end zone and over the head of his intended receiver, Wade Davis. So it's going to bring up 4th and long for Caney Valley on that incompletion by Wyrick. Got to give a lot of credit to that Cub defense. They've hung tough, and they really have just been a huge barrage of runs straight at them, right up the middle. And Wyrick's done a great job as well throwing the ball, but that time it was an errant pass as he tried to hit Davis in the end zone. Caney Valley going for it. 5:10 mark. Second quarter up 7-zip. Shotgun set. Wyrick. Here comes the blitz near side. He's got to get rid of it. He does. It's incomplete. And Wyrick runs out of time as he was being chased down by Anthony Doran and also number 77, Tyler Court. So a turnover on downs on the incompletion by Caney Valley. And Humboldt's defense standing tall here with 5:04 showing in the second quarter. Only down 7-0 to Caney Valley. Caney coming into this game tonight, they're 2-0. Humboldt with 1-1 record. They lost their first game of the year, 14-0 to Cherryvale, and then bounced back to defeat Quapaw, Oklahoma at Pitt State University last week by a 2-point margin. So we got a timeout on the field by the Cubs with 5:04 showing. Second quarter, Caney Valley 7, Humboldt 0. We're going to take 30 seconds with them. You're listening to the high school game of the week.
Friday Night Lights Football is an affiliate of the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play on the high school game of the week, 104.1 FM, KGGF. 5:04 left, second quarter, 7-0. Caney Valley with the lead. Humboldt with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Siemens at quarterback, pistol gun set, pitches far side. Whitcomb trying to get around the edge, and he's not going to pick up much. Good defense by Caney on the far side. It's Austin Waltrip, I believe, coming up with the stop after a gain of about 2 on the play. Second down, 8 coming up. 4.5 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. Humboldt rolling right to left. Kason Siemens, the quarterback. Tailbacks Corey Whitcomb right behind him in the pistol gun formation. Siemens looks, throws. He wants to go deep again. Has a man in Caney territory at the 45-yard line. A big pitch and catch to Rhett Smith. And that one there is going to go, we're going to say, about 33. So Rhett Smith coming up with a big reception from Kason Siemens to move the chains. First down, Bullpup territory at the 45-yard line. Under 4 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. Humboldt down by a touchdown. Siemens rolls far side. He wants to throw again. He does. Has another man down the field, and it is complete. It's like Groundhog Day. Again, he hooks up with Rhett Smith. And this time it goes clear down to the Caney Valley 20-yard line. So a gain of 25 on back-to-back receptions by Rhett Smith. And Humboldt scorching the skies here in the second quarter, moving right down the field, 1st and 10, 3:42, second quarter. They're just outside the Bullpup red zone at 20-yard line. Siemens going to keep it. He gets away from one tackle, another, but not that one as he's wrapped up. And I believe he's going to lose a little bit of yardage at about the 21-yard line. Good defensive play for Caney Valley. And on the stop, Baylor Melicory. So they're going to say it's a loss of 2 on the play for Kason Siemens, the quarterback of Humboldt. Now second down, 12. Ball moved outside the 20 to the 22-yard line of Caney Valley. We near the 3-minute mark, second quarter. Pistol gun set. Siemens the quarterback. Whitcomb lines up as the tailback behind him. Twin wide out far side, one near side. Siemens rolls out. He has a man wide open. Catches it around the 1-yard line. Wow. No, it's incomplete. Smith missed it. He was wide open at the 1-yard line. He did dive for it, but it was incomplete. And, that was a sigh of relief from the Caney Valley crowd because that would have been a sure 6 points. With the incompletion, it's third down and 12 from the Bullpup 22-yard line. Humboldt reloads again from the pistol gun formation. Siemens the quarterback. Whitcomb tailback. Twin wideouts. Make it 3 wideouts far side. Siemens rolls out. He's in trouble. He's plowed into on the sack. Clear back to the 35-yard line. Jacob Matthews flies in like a runaway freight train and plows into Siemens for the sack. That's a big loss on the play. That's going to be a loss of about 15. 2:07 mark, third down. Call it 25 plus for Humboldt. Pistol gun set. Siemens. He's going to do the quick kick. Yeah, there you go. It goes out of bounds at around the, 22, 23-yard line of Caney Valley. So the Bullpup defense, they shine brightly as well when they need to, and they turn away Humboldt's drive with 1:53 showing in the second quarter. And the Pup offense will take over on their own end. Ball's going to be, clear on back to, what about the 15-yard line? Pretty good punt. 7-0 our score. If you just joined our broadcast, where you been? You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. Week 3, Caney Valley leading 7-0 over Humboldt. And the quick handoff goes to Ethan Gustus, the big bruising tailback, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry. It's going to bring up second down, 7 coming up with about 90 seconds left here in the first half. Caney Valley with the lead, 7-zip. They've got the ball left to right on your dial. Levi Wyrick, senior quarterback under center. Full house backfield, hands off, second back through. He looks for a lane. Might have been better served if he'd have stayed outside. Nonetheless, he slashes his way inside to the 25-yard line. Pretty good gain there by Bryce Short. He's going to pick up, about 7 or 8 on the play, enough to move the chains. First down, Caney Valley out to the 25-yard line. Down to 65 seconds and counting. Be interesting to see here. Caney Valley head coach Chris Davis decides to do. Again, under center, Wyrick. Full house backfield, hands off. Tailback, looking for a lane. Jitterbugs his way for a couple. That's Jackson Wilder. Going to pick up maybe about 3 on the play. Corey Whitcomb in on the stop. And, of course, Jacob Carpenter. He's been everywhere, wearing the red cape tonight for Humboldt. 2nd down and 7, down to 30 seconds and counting here in the first half. Caney Valley up 7-0. You got to figure the Pups are going to play it pretty close to the vest right here, operating inside their own 30. Wyrick going to keep it, runs the option, now pitches at the last second, cuts it up against the grain, out near the 40. A flag flies, still on his feet. Bryce Short keeps his legs churning. Venata makes the tackle, but there's laundry all over the field. I think there's going to be either a face mask or no, it's going to be holding against Caney Valley. And there is a face mask against Humboldt. So offsetting penalties with 10.8 seconds left here in the second quarter. They're going to play it all over again, act like it never happened. Of course, we lose time off the clock. Clear down under 11 seconds left, so one play left virtually for Caney Valley. Depends on how bold you want to be when you're operating inside your 30-yard line, only up by 7. Clock now down to 3 seconds. 2, 1, they get the play off. Wyrick drops to throw. He's wanting to go deep. He's got to get rid of it. It's incomplete, and Wyrick is buried in the backfield on the incompletion. And that is going to be the last play of the first half from Caney, Kansas. A Tri-Valley League thriller. It's a defensive battle as the Caney Valley Bullpups lead the Humboldt Cubs 7-0 at halftime. We're going to head back to the studios. When we come back, we'll recap the first half. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week only on 104.1 FM KGGF.
And now, back to Friday Night Lights football.
And welcome back to Caney, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play here on the High School Game of the Week, 104.1 FM KGGF. Halftime, 7-0. The Caney Valley Bullpups holding on to a defensive lead over the visiting Humboldt Cubs. It's been a dream for defensive-minded football fans tonight here in Caney Valley. That's what we have here at the halftime intermission break. Both teams back out on the field, getting warmed up, ready to go for a great second half of action. Pleased to have you join our broadcast. We're going to take a look here at the current Class 3A state rankings, the football rankings, and this is based on kpreps.com, a very worthwhile website that I follow these guys pretty much throughout the year. They're now, of course, expanding into basketball, wrestling, probably going to do baseball as well. So certainly coming from a noteworthy organization. We're going to take a look at the top 5 at the present time for this week, week 3 in Class 3A football. Number 1, the Silver Lake Eagles at 2-0. Their last game they shut out Perry Lecompton 47-0. Tonight they're playing at Riley County, who's 1-1. Second-ranked team in 3A. Silver Lake's nemesis and rivals Rossville Bulldogs, they're 2-0. They hammered Wabunzie at 56-8 last week. Now tonight they're at Rock Creek, and Rock Creek's 0-2, so my money's on Rossville on that one. Number 3 team is Conway Springs Cardinals. They're 2-0, and last week they rolled over Medicine Lodge 48-8. Tonight they're at their rivals Garden Plain, who's 1-1, so that could be an interesting game. The number 4 ranked team in 3A, the Scott City Beavers. They're at 2-0. They beat up on Colby 58-19. That was last week. This week they're at Goodland, who's 1-1. And the number 5 team in 3A presently is Wichita Collegiate Spartans. They rolled over Towanda Circle last week 35-6. Tonight they're playing at Class 4A Division II ranked number 1 team, Andale Indians, who are also undefeated. So that's going to be a heck of a test for Wichita Collegiate trying to take on Andale, and that should be a great game going on. Other teams that are in consideration but have not cracked the top 5 in Class 3A: Beloit, Caney Valley, the Bullpups, Centralia, Cheney, Galena Bulldogs, Heston, Hutchison Trinity, Norton, and the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers, the team that defeated Caney Valley right here last year in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs to end the Bullpups' hopes in 2013. So that's a quick rundown of the teams that are shining the brightest across the Sunflower State in Class 3A football. Again, we're getting ready for the second half. Pleased to have you join our broadcast. Hopefully gave you enough time to run the refrigerator and grab you a hot dog or a Coke, or if you're into the health foods, that too. Again, the first half, 7-0. Caney Valley with the defensive lead. That was at the 5:21 mark of the first quarter. A 32-yard strip and steal to the end zone by Levi Wyrick. Melicory added the PAT kick, and that's been all the scoring in the first half. Pups up 7-zip, getting ready to start the third quarter. Caney Valley, home team, red helmets, red jerseys, red pants. They got royal blue and white numbers. Humboldt made the trip down south. They're the road team, wearing white jerseys, black numbers, black helmets, and black pants. Got a little bit of orange trim as well. Hometown crowd ready to rock and roll here at Caney Valley Stadium. They need to get behind their Bullpups because they're in a fight tonight as Humboldt hanging tough, only down 7-zip. Cubs set to kick off right to left on the dial. Third quarter's underway. Short kick near side. Field at the 28-yard line up to the 30-35. Cross field at the 40. He breaks another tackle. Cross midfield. 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet. He may take it back. And it looks like he might have got in. No. He was tripped up shy of the touchdown. There is a flag on the play. A great return by Baylor Melicory, but, the nasty yellow hanky. It's lurking big back downfield, and that's going to negate a tremendous kickoff return to start the second half by Baylor Melicory. Yeah, that was 70-plus. Right around 73 yards. So Melicory doing his best, following the wall on the far side of the field. And it's going to bring it back to the Humboldt Cubs 38-yard line after the penalty. So still a great return, but not as great as it would have been without the penalty. Just underway third quarter, 11:44. Humboldt trailing Caney Valley 7-0. Melicory grabbing a little bit of oxygen on the sideline, going to jog back out there and join the offense. Levi Wyrick, senior quarterback. He'll operate pistol gun formation, one tailback behind him. He's got twin wideouts each side. Wyrick fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it, spins through the defense, and the big guy falls forward for about 3 or 4 on the carry. Jacob Carpenter hanging on for dear life, making the stop for the Humboldt defense. Also in on the play, Robbie Selman. That's a gain of 3 for Wyrick in the Bullpups. It's going to bring up now 2nd down 7, just inside the Bullpup, or make it the Humboldt 35-yard line. High snap, shotgun set. This time he hands off, far side. He has a big lane down the sideline inside the 20. Rhett Smith in on the tackle, but 22-yard gain inside the 10-yard line of Humboldt and the Bullpups. They'll set up shop, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line of Humboldt. Shotgun set. This time, Wyrick still fighting forward. The big guy hammers inside the 5 to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Tyler Court does make the initial hit for the Cub defense. That's a gain of 6 on the play by Wyrick and Caney Valley. 2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line. 10:40 and counting. Third quarter. Wyrick just plows in out of the shotgun set. Touchdown, Caney Valley. Levi Wyrick strikes pay dirt with 10:33 showing in the third quarter, and Caney Valley taking a 13-0 lead now over the Humboldt Cubs. PAT kick pending. Melicory to do the kicking. Wyrick the holder. Trying to make it 14-point lead are the Bullpups here in the third quarter on the initial drive of the second half. Kick is up and good. Baylor Melicory splits the uprights to give the Bullpups the 2-touchdown lead at 14-zip over Humboldt. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM. And welcome back to Caney, Kansas. Bullpups taking the opening possession of the second half, marching right down the field. Almost had a return for a touchdown on the kickoff that was negated by a penalty. Then Caney Valley punching it into the end zone as they travel roughly about 37 yards for the touchdown. and it was culminated by a 2-yard plunge by their quarterback, senior Levi Wyrick. The PAT kick by Baylor Melcory was good, and it's 14-0 Bullpups, and all of a sudden there's new life in Caney, Kansas, as the Bullpup fans alive and well after that touchdown. Set to kick off. The boot is away. Hits at about the 15 and bounds near the goal line. Picked up at the 2-yard line. Out to the 5. Near the 10. And I believe there's a late flag that comes in. So there is a flag on the play. So still trying to sort this one out. Officials done a good job tonight. Really not a lot of penalties in the first half. And I think there's going to be a block in the back going against the Humboldt special team. So now the Cubs, they're going to really have a long field to deal with, as flags lying at about the 7-yard line. They're going to mark that back half the distance to the goal. Humboldt going to have the ball around the 3-yard line. First down with 10:27 showing in the third quarter. Cubs down 14-0. Siemens, the quarterback, goes pistol gun formation, one back deep behind him. He has twin wideouts coming near side, twin wideouts far side. Long snap count, slot in motion coming near side. Flag on the play, and the ball's pitched. It's fumbled, but then pounced on at the last second. That was pretty much disastrous from the get-go, as there is a penalty, and it's going to be a legal shift going against Humboldt. You can't mark it too much further back. They're almost into the end zone now, so now it's going to move it back to about the 1.5-yard line, and unless you're just trying to pad stats, certainly not what head coach KB Chris of Humboldt's wanting from his offense, as they are sputtering, already down 14-0 with 10:23 showing here in the third quarter, and now on their own 1.5-yard line, 2nd and 10. Pistol gun set. Siemens, the quarterback. He's got a man in motion near side. He drops to throw. It's incomplete. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass out in the far flat. He was trying to go to Anthony Duran, and it is incomplete. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and 14 from the 1.5-yard line of Humboldt. The Cubs offense, they're going to have to come up with something pretty magical right here, as the Caney crowd getting into it. Pups up 14-0, just underway here in the third quarter. Twin wideouts go far side, one near side for Siemens in the pistol gun formation. He'll actually send trip wideouts to the far side now. In his end zone to throw, lofts it deep. It's way over the head of his intended receiver. He was trying to throw a fly pattern to Robbie Selman, but he'd had to run about a 4-1 40-yard dash to get close to that one. Brings up now 4th and 14 for the Humboldt offense. And the danger here is you got to punt the ball, but your punter is going to be standing with his heels back of the end zone. So this is going to be a very precarious situation for Humboldt special teams. They do get the kick away. It's a wobbler near side, fielded at the 34 to the 25, and now close to the 20-yard line on the return. That's Baylor Melcory bringing it back about 12 yards. And it's going to be at around the 22-yard line with 10:01 showing here in the third quarter. Caney Valley now operating with a short field offensively, as they'll take over just outside the Humboldt Cub red zone at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. Got a injured player on the field, it looks like, for Humboldt. Coach is out checking him out, make sure he's okay. He is standing. That's the good news. It looks like Robbie Selman, number 7. That's just kind of from a quick glance here. He goes down on one knee, so we're going to take a 30-second injury timeout. 10:01 third quarter. Caney Valley 14, Humboldt 0. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
And now, back to Friday Night Lights football.
And welcome back to Caney, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play call here on the high school game of the week, 104.1 FM KGGF. We did have an injury timeout on the field to a Humboldt Cub player. I believe it is Robbie Selman that they're tending to. The good news is he is walking off under his own power, but still being attended to by the trainers. 10:01 mark of the third quarter. It's 14-0. Caney Valley with the lead. Bullpups led 7-0 at the halftime intermission, and then on their initial drive of the second half drove down the field, culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run by senior quarterback Levi Wyrick. Mel Corey added his second PAT kick, and it's 14-0. That's where we're at now. And Caney in great field position at the Humboldt 22-yard line after the Humboldt offense sputtered and faced numerous penalties inside their own 10-yard line. They were marched clear back to their 1.5-yard line, had to punt the ball, and on the short punt, Caney Valley, the recipient of a great field position facing them now, already up 14-0, and Selman being helped off in the back of the end zone by trainers and personnel. Certainly hope that young man's going to be all right. He is walking under his own power, so don't know what the extent of the injury is. Caney Valley Bullpups at 2-0 this year, trying to go 3-0 and stay undefeated in this Tri-Valley League tilt against the Humboldt Cubs. Humboldt at a 1-1 record. The Cub defense, they dig in. Ball just outside their 20-yard line. Caney's quarterback, Levi Wyrick, 6'4", 230. He's a senior. Goes shotgun set, one back, right side, fakes the handoff. Wyrick keeps it and dives forward inside the red zone to about the 19-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 on the play for Wyrick. Smith in on the stop. Rhett Smith with the tackle for the Cub defense. Going to bring up now second down, and we're going to call it 8. Wyrick goes now to a pistol gun formation on the set offensively. One back in the backfield. He drops to throw, fires. It's complete on the far side out near the 18-yard line, and Hawthorne reels in the pass for a short gain. Jacob Carpenter on the stop. That's a gain of about 4 on that pass. So it's going to bring up now third down and a long 3 to go for the Pup offense. Near the 9-minute mark, third quarter. Pistol gun set. Wyrick, he's going to keep it. Coming near side, trying to elude defenders. 2 good stiff arms, still on his feet, and he tight wires down the sideline at around the, 13-yard line. Jacob Carpenter in pursuit, and he's going to still be short, about 2.5 yards short of the first down yardage needed. So now fourth down, long 2 from the 13-yard line of Humboldt. Pups with the lead, under 9 minutes, 14-0. Pistol gun set. Wyrick, he has to keep it on a busted play, and he's dragging tacklers inside the 10 to about the 7. Rhett Smith in on the stop. That's a pickup of about 5 on the carry by Wyrick. So the Bullpups move the chains, first down here with 8:45 and counting in the third quarter. Already up 14-0. Ball now on the 8-yard line. Shotgun set Wyrick, one back left side. He's got twin wideouts each way. 4-man front defensively. Humboldt, they show blitz. Wyrick slips in the backfield, faking the handoff to the tailback and then dives forward, but I think he's going to lose a couple. Duran in on the stop for the Humboldt defense, and they're going to lose about 1.5 yards on the play. So moves it back to around the 9-yard line. Third quarter action here in Class 3A football. Now second and goal inside the 10-yard line for Caney Valley Bullpups. They lead 14-0 over the Humboldt Cubs. It's been a hard-fought game, blue-collar game. Might as well bring a lunch bucket for one of these. Be an all-night head knocker. Pistol gun set. Wyrick, quarterback. He'll run the option. Keeps it, a great fake, goes into the end zone, touchdown, Levi Wyrick in Caney Valley. 9-yard scramble for the score by Wyrick, and Wyrick has scored all 3 touchdowns for the Caney Valley Bullpups. The latest, a 9-yard rumble into the end zone with 7:58 showing here in the third quarter to give Caney Valley the 20-0 lead. So Wyrick doing a masterful job running the quarterback option out of the pistol gun set. And we do have an injured Bullpup down on the field with 7:58 showing in the third quarter. Caney Valley 20, Humboldt 0. We're taking an injury timeout for 30 seconds. You're listening to the high school game of the week. And welcome back to Caney, Kansas. Here in the third quarter with 7:58 remaining, the Bullpups scoring again, this time a 9-yard touchdown scramble by their quarterback Levi Wyrick, his third touchdown of the night. 2 of them offensively, 1 of them defensively on a fumble return. But there has been an injured player that's on the field here. Jason Clapp is the injured Bullpup player, and he is walking off now, aided by trainers. That's the good news. Going Going to take a look also now while we have a moment for some of the area scores around southeast Kansas in Friday Night Lights football. Columbus Titans 7, the Galena Bulldogs 6. That's a halftime score. And then the Cherryville Chargers leading the Burlington Wildcats 20-6. Again, a halftime. And then a 4A game, the Independence Bulldogs 31, the Parsons Vikings 0 at halftime. Some of the scores around southeast Kansas on Friday Night Lights football. Beautiful night for it. Very little wind tonight. Getting a little foggy, it looks like, too, out on the football field. At first I thought it was just my eyes, but definitely is fogging up a little bit. Bullpups getting ready to go for the point after touchdown. Looks like they're going to opt for a 2-point conversion attempt as Wyrick and entire offense still out there. Of course, Wyrick does the holding for Melcory. And it's a delay of game call against Caney Valley, so it's going to move them back 5 yards. Not really sure how they were assessed that penalty, but nonetheless, it is a penalty, loss of 5 yards. It's going to move it back to almost the 9-yard line now. So the Bullpups going for the 2-point conversion, up 20-0, 7:58 third quarter. Wyrick goes into the shotgun formation, one back right side. He's got twin wideouts each way. He looks to throw, fires it over the middle, and it's tipped away by one of the linebackers, incomplete, trying to go on that slant pattern, but it was knocked away. And with 7:58 left, third quarter, Caney Valley 20, Humboldt 0. We're back to the studios for 30 seconds. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
Friday Night Lights football is an affiliate of the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney. Here in the third quarter, the Bullpups starting to establish and flex the muscle right now as they go up 20-0 after their latest score was 7:58 in the third quarter of action. Levi Wyrick's 9-yard touchdown quarterback option run. The 2-point conversion pass by Wyrick was tipped away, no good. So 20-0, Bullpups with the lead as they get set to go. Kicking left to right. Caney Valley, high kick coming near side, fielded at the 13-yard line. Up to the 20, looking for a lane. There's not much there. He's swarmed under at around the 23-24-yard line. Jake Idle bringing that one back for a gain of about 6 on the play. 7:52 here in the third quarter. Humboldt's offense going to get a chance to try to get some points up on the scoreboard. Really only threatened once in the first half. Got to the 30-yard line of Caney Valley. Kason Siemens, he's the quarterback. He'll go pistol gun formation. One back behind him, 3 backs far side, 1 near side. Looks near side. It is complete around the 25-yard line, but swarmed under quickly. Little to no gain. Melcory in on the stop. And that little quick pitch and catch to Jake Haviland. It's only going to gain 2 yards on the play. So now 2nd down and 8 for Humboldt. One thing you can say so far in the early going of the third quarter is the Bullpups have made some great adjustments in the defensive secondary as they've shut the passing lanes down quickly. Pistol gun set again, Siemens. He'll send wideouts, twins each side. 3-man front for Caney Valley. They're going to swing the pass near side. It's complete, but boy, there's nothing there as Matthews gobbles up the halfback after catching the ball. Not much of anything there. It was Bryce Isaac catching the pass for a loss of 5. So 3rd and 13 coming up for the Humboldt Cubs. And it has been a lot of reverse motion for Humboldt here in the early going of the third quarter. 6.5 minutes and counting. Humboldt down 20-0 to Caney Valley. Pistol gun set Siemens. 1 back behind him. 3 wideouts far side. He'll look near side. Lofts it deep. Trying to go one-on-one to his wideout. It is incomplete. Melcory step for step with the wideout, Jake Idle. So an incompleted pass brings up now 4th down and long, 4th and 13 from the Humboldt 21-yard line. 6:19 showing here in the third quarter. And now Matthews and Melcory go back deep to receive the punt for Caney Valley. Rhett Smith lines up around the 10-yard line to punt the rock for Humboldt. Quick snap. Smith gets it away. Decent punt. It's a wobbler. Fielded at the 47-yard line by Melcory. He gets up to around the 40, and then he's swarmed under after a gain of 8 on that punt return. Cleavert in on the stop. Also, Ty Yao. So 1st and 10 again, Caney Valley from the pup, or make it from the Humboldt 39-yard line. 6:09 third quarter. Pups up 20-zip. Pistol gun set. Wyrick looks near side, has a man. It's complete. That's Davis. He's around the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 9. So Wyrick hooks up with Davis for a 9-yard pitch and catch. Brings up 2nd down and 1. Hawthorne in on the stop. Wyrick lining up again. He'll go pistol gun formation. 5:39 mark, third quarter. He'll look far side. He throws it. It's complete. That's Matthews. He has a lane, and he dives forward to inside the red zone at about the 19-yard line. A pickup of about 12 yards on that pass. Another Caney Valley first down. Caney moving the chains, trying to get another score. Quick handoff right up. That's going to be Wyrick keeping it on the quarterback option run. He's going to pick up about 4 on the play. Gets it to around the 15-yard line. Yal in on the stop. 2nd down, 6 coming up. We go under 5 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. And now methodically, Caney Valley just marching down the field up 20-zip. Pistol gun. Wyrick looks far side, throws. Like he was trying to go to Matthews, but that was way outside. 3rd down, 6 coming up. Caney's offense. In the Bullpups, 2-0 on the year. Humboldt, they're at 1-1. Wyrick in that pistol gun formation. He's going to keep it, runs it right up the middle, dives forward. I don't think he's going to make the first down, but he's going to be close. Gains about 4 on the carry. Yal in on the stop for the Humboldt defense. 4th and 2. 4 down territory from the 11-yard line for Caney Valley. Shotgun set. Wyrick again. He's coming near side. He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown, and a flag comes in late. Wave off the touchdown because I think you've got a holding call coming up against Caney Valley offense. Yeah, it's going to bring it back, so that negates what would have been the 4th touchdown of the night for Levi Wyrick. 4:16 here in the third quarter. The celebration's going to have to be stymied for the moment anyway for the hometown Bullpup crowd, as there is the penalty, and it moves the ball back near the 15-yard line of Humboldt. 3rd down, call it about 5 to go. Wyrick on the shotgun set. He'll fire it over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown. Baylor Melcory for the score. 14-yard out. Touchdown pass by Levi Wyrick to Baylor Melcory, and it's 26-0. Caney Valley now with a big lead over Humboldt. 4:10 mark. Bullpups going for 2. Pistol gun set. Wyrick keeps it. Slams his way into the line. It's good for the 2-point conversion. 28-0, Caney Valley over Humboldt with 4:10 showing in the third quarter. We're going to head back to the studios for a 30-second break. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
You've been listening to Friday Night Lights Football on the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney, Kansas. The Bullpups lighting up the scoreboard now. 4:10 showing in the third quarter. Levi Wyrick, 14-yard scoring toss to Baylor Melcory for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion run by Wyrick was good to give the Bullpups the 28-0 lead. And now Caney Valley threatening to blow this game wide open with the big 4-touchdown advantage over Humboldt. Allen back deep to receive the kickoff from Melcory of Caney Valley. He bangs it deep, way over the head, and it's going to be fielded, it goes into the end zone, so that's an automatic touchback in high school. So Humboldt getting the ball on the 20-yard line, which is probably a pretty good trade-off considering they'd have been trying to run it out from the 1-yard line otherwise. Bullpup defense trotting out onto the field. They've been pretty spectacular, shutting out Humboldt so far. Here we are pretty much 2/3 of the way through the third quarter. Caney Valley with the 28-0 lead. Next week, high school game of the week, we're going to head to Cherryvale, watch the Yellow Jackets of Fredonia and the Chargers. Siemens, the quarterback for Humboldt, pistol gun formation. He drops back to throw, has the ball stripped away. I think that's a fumble, and Caney Valley recovers. Matthews stripped the ball out of the hands of Siemens, the quarterback, And another turnover as Caney Valley recovers it at around the 9-yard line of Humboldt with 4:03 left here in the third quarter. And the wheels starting to come off for the Humboldt Cubs now as the defense, who has been battered, they're back out onto the field trying to defend a very short field. Point blank range again now for the Caney Valley offense. Wyrick in the shotgun, throws over the middle and say touchdown. 10-yard touchdown toss, and that's Wyrick to Matthews. And it's now 34-0 Caney Valley. PAT kick pending for the Bullpups, and it's official. The route is on now as Caney Valley just untouchable here in the third quarter. Their fourth touchdown of the quarter. They're going for two. Hands off to the deep back. He dives forward. No signal yet. He's good. Punching in the two-point conversion. It has been a onslaught by Caney Valley here in this second half. 36-0 now after the two-point conversion run. 3:59 showing presently in the third quarter. 36-0. Caney Valley putting on a show for the hometown crowd here at Caney Valley Stadium. Mel Corey set to kick off again. He's been a busy guy. Back deep for Humboldt, Bryce Isaac. Mel Corey rips it deep, fielded at about the 10, up to the 15, 20, looking for a lane right up the middle, out near the 30-yard line. Gain of almost 20 for Bryce Isaac, so a nice return by the junior of 19 yards. 3:42 and counting. We do have a running clock due to the 36-plus point differential in Tri-Valley play in the second half. Clock will run nonstop, barring a timeout or an injury. Bullpups with the big lead, 36-0. Humboldt ball, their own 30-yard line, pistol gun formation. Siemens, he's going to hand off first back through, not much there. Whitcomb takes the quick handoff. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. No, I think he's going to lose a yard. That's a loss of 1. Going to be now second down and 11. Carroll in on the stop there for the Caney Valley defense. Clock still rolls, as we mentioned, due to the point differential in Tri-Valley play in the second half. It'll run nonstop, barring a timeout or an injury. Pistol gun formation for Siemens, the quarterback. One back behind him. Three backs go far side, one near side. He steps up in the pocket, throws a wounded duck. That one flew off the side of his hand, it looked like, and it's incomplete. It's going to be third and long. 2:10 and counting. Third and 12 from the 29-yard line of Humboldt. Clock goes under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Caney Valley in control after they only led 7-0 at halftime. But boy, the third quarter, it's been a landslide. 4 touchdowns for the Bullpups. Siemens goes pistol gun set. Pretty much been there all night. One back deep. He's got 3 wideouts far side. He steps up in the pocket. He'll throw, just trying to get rid of it. Incomplete. So it's going to bring up a punting situation for Humboldt. Fourth down and 11 with 1:22 and counting here in the third quarter. What was once a tight game starting the third quarter has been blown wide open by 4 Caney Valley touchdowns in the third quarter. Matthews and Mel Corey back deep. The punt is away. A nice kick high in the sky, fielded at the 40-yard line, and there's a reverse to Matthews coming near side across midfield. The 40, flags fly. He's at the 35, still on his feet near the 30-yard line of Humboldt, and he's still fighting for yardage and dragged down right near the Cub 30-yard line, but there are flags down on both sides of the 50-yard line, so you got to figure blocking the back is virtually going to be the call. And great return by Matthews on that reverse from Mel Corey, but they're going to be bringing this one back. Clock keeps moving again due to the point differential in the Tri-Valley. We're under 20 seconds, third quarter. It's going to be a block in the back. Yeah, there's 2 blocks in the back, so take your pick. It's going to be, I would imagine, the last play here of the third quarter as the clock winds down to 5 seconds. Still moving, and that will be the final play of the third quarter with the penalty pending, going against the Caney Valley special teams. At the end of 3 quarters of play, our score, Caney Valley Bullpups 36, the Humboldt Cups 0. We're headed back to the studio for 60 seconds. You're listening to the high school game of the week only on 104.1 FM KGGF.
You've been listening to Friday Night Lights Football. on the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Caney. Just starting the fourth quarter of play. Wyrick handing off quickly to his tailback, Bryson Hawthorne, as he will gain a yard on the play. 2nd down 9 coming up for Caney Valley. Got different faces in different places for Caney's offense as they enjoy a 36-0 lead here in the fourth quarter, 11:22 and counting. And now Wyrick noticing some dishevelment in the offensive backfield. He's going to burn a timeout with 11:17 showing here in the fourth quarter. We're going to keep the action right here, not go back to the studios. And again, we're at week 3 of the high school football season, and still early. A lot of teams trying to make a push one way or another. But if you look at some of the districts down the stretch for Class 3A, and we'll start with where Humboldt is located. They're in District 6. The Humboldt Cubs also in the same district as the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers, Northeast Arma, and Erie. So, just kind of the way it's shaken out so far, Humboldt and St. Mary's Colgan probably the 2 top teams there in that district to advance if things play out the way they look. In District 7, where Caney Valley is at, they're in with Fredonia, Neodesha, and Eureka. So the Pups certainly the strongest team in that district. After that, Neodesha and Fredonia probably got the inside track for the number 2 spot. Pitch now goes, and I believe that's Hawthorne again, and he dives over one tackler and then finally tripped up after a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Jacob Carpenter in on the tackle for the Cub defense. Brings up now 3rd down 6. We're under 11 minutes and counting. Ball at the 38-yard line of Caney Valley. Pups up big 36-0 here in the fourth quarter over Humboldt. We got a running clock. Under center, Wyrick pitches at the last moment. Tailback coming to the 40, 45. He dives outside. Vanetta runs him down, but it is a 1st down. That's a gain of nearly 10 on the play. 1st and 10, Caney Valley, as the ball now out to the Bullpup 49-yard line. 10-15 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Bullpups well on their way to going 3-0 on the 2014 season. Again under center, Wyrick hands off second back through. He bursts through the line of scrimmage inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. And that is 8-yard gain on the play, so it's going to bring up now 2nd down. I'll call it 3 anyway. Bullpup offense rolling down the field. 9.5 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter. Full house backfield behind Wyrick. He's going to keep it, runs the quarterback option, and this time it's sniffed out pretty well by that Cub defense. Jacob Carpenter making the initial hit for the Pups. Also Anthony Duran. So maybe a gain of 1 on the play. So a 3rd and 3 situation pending for Caney Valley. They're inside the Humboldt 45-yard line. We're under 9 minutes and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Again, full house backfield set. Wyrick hands off first back through, and there's a huge burst inside the 30, the 25, and inside the red zone. Austin Waltrip rips off a big one. That one there for about 30 on the play. So Waltrip with a huge lane to run through behind the big hog mollies on the offensive line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 23 officially on the carry. We'll run with it. 1st down, Bullpups inside the Humboldt red zone, 19-yard line. Fourth quarter, 8:14 and counting. And there's a handoff second back through. That's Hawthorne as he streaks to near the 10-yard line. Hawthorne picks up 9 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. In on the tackle, Corey Whitcomb for the Cub defense. Caney Valley knocking on the door again, up 36-0, under 8 minutes and counting, fourth quarter. They're at the Humboldt 10. Wyrick runs the option, dives forward near the 5-yard line. Looks like he's going to be tackled at around the 6 officially, so a gain of 4 on that quarterback option keep. Pups sniffing the end zone yet again. This time it's the east end, as Humboldt has been under a barrage of touchdowns here in the second half. Mel Corey slides in under center as backup quarterback for Caney Valley. 3-back set behind him. Mel Corey hands off second back through, tripped up. Stalford and Duran makes the tackle. Very short gain on the play. So 2nd down and goal. Just outside the 5-yard line. 6:40 and counting. Mel Corey again at quarterback now for Caney Valley. Wyrick's work is done. 3 backs behind him. He'll hand off first back through. Going left side. Boy, he runs into a brick wall of Cub defenders. not too much there on the handoff. That's Hawthorne. Might have picked up, about 3 on the play. 3rd down and goal from about a 1.5 yards out. Not too much real estate between the ball and the goal line as the Bullpups pounding on the door again. East end zone, under 6 minutes and counting. They lead 36-0. Melcory again under center. This time looked like a bobbled snap, but he pounced on the ball, covered it up. So can't get into the end zone that time. Might have inched forward about a 1/2 yard. 4th and goal, just outside the 1 yard line for Caney Valley. Clock at 5:20 and counting. Bullpups trying to cash in again. Melcory under center. Pretty much can fall forward here. Ooh, great job defensively. Initial hit stopped him, but second effort takes it into the end zone, and that is Gustus. Plows his way into the end zone. Touchdown Bullpups, 42-0 with 4:49 here in the 4th quarter. Bullpups lining up for the point after touchdown kick by Baylor Melcory. Wow, I don't know what happened there, but let's just say it's no good. So 42-0. That's where the score sticks here in the 4th quarter. 4:20, clock ticking due to the point differential. We'll just keep the action right here. But again, it's been all Caney Valley in the second half. 5 touchdowns by the Bullpups, 4 in the 3rd quarter, 1 here in the 4th quarter. The latest a 1-yard touchdown plunge by Ethan Gustus. The PAT kick, no good. That's really been about the only thing that's went awry tonight for Caney Valley. Listen to some of the scores being announced. Columbus 27, Galena 6. And the Independence Bulldogs beating up on the Parsons Vikings at home, 33-0. So the Orange and Black Nation in Indy rocking and rolling there at the new stadium. Loving that. Tomorrow night, I believe the Pirates will be hosting the Coffeyville Red Ravens. So the Montgomery County clash, it'll be in full effect at Walter K.O. Emmett Field in Independence. We got a little over 3 minutes left on a running clock. Caney Valley up 42-0 over the Humboldt Cubs. Last year, these two teams met in Humboldt. Caney blew out the Cubs 47-0. We're seeing a similar result here. The kick is away, fielded at the 28-yard line, out to about the 34-yard line on the return. Kind of hard to tell who brought that one back on the far side of the field. Don't know if that was Whitcomb or not. Kind of looked like it initially. They're going to say Jacob Barker brought that back. So return of about 6 on the play. Ball's going to be spotted at the Humboldt 34-yard line. Caney Valley up 42-0. Waning moments of the 4th quarter, 2:10 and counting. Siemens goes pistol gun formation. 3 wideouts, comes near side, 1 far side. He pump fakes, looks far side, has a man wide open. It's caught. 35, 30, 20, 10, 15, touchdown Humboldt. Big pass play, 66 yards to the end zone. That was a monster play there. Jake Idle bringing that one in. We'll say that one was at 140 mark of the 4th quarter. 66-yard scoring toss. We know Siemens can throw the ball. He did it in the first half, but second half it's been a different story. PAT kick pending here for Humboldt. They finally get on the scoreboard. Under 2 minutes left in the game. 42-6. Kick is up. Boy, that's a high one. And it is good. That one there almost brought rain way up into the sky. That was Rhett Smith. 42-7. Running clock under a minute left. But the outcome been academic pretty much since the middle of the 3rd quarter. Caney Valley impressive tonight. 42-7 over the visiting Humboldt Cubs. Down under 40 seconds and counting. Next week again, we'll bring you the high school game of the week, as we will throughout the year here on 104.1 FM KGGF. Our road show will take us to Cherryvale as the Fredonia Yellow Jackets will swarm into Logan Park Stadium to take on the Cherryvale Chargers in another Tri-Valley League clash. That's September 26th. We'll bring you all the action live, 7 p.m. right here on 104.1 FM, and the clock is melting away. That's going to be the end of the game. Our final score from Caney, Kansas. It's the Caney Valley Bullpups moving to 3-0 on the year with a 42-7 victory over the Humboldt Cubs.
Friday Night Lights Football is an affiliate of the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.